Okay, good afternoon. I
Good afternoon.
am today with Nicolo, a very a nice young man.
Thank
Uh,
you for the
in
young
good,
man.
he's in good shape, and you can tell the way he dressed that he dressed European, and he dressed very fashionably, and I dress American,
Like real Italian, let's say.
like a real Italian, and I dress like Americans with the
Nice.
down
That is
coat.
nice also. Yeah.
It's okay, nice.
Absolutely nice.
All right.
Beautiful.
It doesn't look too casual. All right. Yeah, because when you walk the streets of Paris, you can tell who is American and who
Exactly.
is French, right?
Exactly. Absolutely.
Same in Milan, you can tell
Absolutely. Yeah,
because
yeah,
Americans don't care.
yeah.
They
I
don't
mean,
care.
it depends if you feel good with your clothes, because
Yeah.
always we say it's not about the brand, it's about
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you feel
Yeah,
with
yeah,
your
yeah.
clothes
You feel
when you
good.
when you
Yeah,
when you
you
wear
feel
some
comfortable. Yeah.
specific clothes. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like thank first of all, thank you to invite me
Okay.
in this
Oh, my
place.
pleasure.
And yeah, I would love to talk with you, and people they will see
So is this one of your dress up item?
yeah, absolutely.
It
Yeah,
is?
we
You're kidding
I'm
me.
actually I'm renting these clothes as we
Really?
can start to
Talk about
explain
it.
something about dress up. So basically the
You
application,
dressed it,
yeah.
you rented it from America?
I mean, this one is some of my pieces I have in my wardrobe, and I rent out for other people.
Oh,
So
you rent it.
exactly. So
Oh,
in our
okay,
application,
so it's for rent.
exactly. But first, unfortunately, I will leave. I will be back in Dubai soon, so I cannot. I won't be able to rent this one in San Francisco. But
Okay, okay.
when I
But
come back, for probably I will do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but you
absolutely.
travel with it.
Yeah. But most of the time, when I travel, I rent my clothes,
Yeah, yeah.
or I hopefully hope that one day I can travel without bags and rent from other brands or other people the clothes that I need for specific
Okay, so
events.
this
Yeah.
is your own brand.
No, basically, this is a pieces of I bought from a specific brand,
Yeah.
but in our app we have also other brands from other
Okay.
designer.
Okay.
So I'm not a designer.
And you're not a designer.
Exactly, this is
Okay.
important to specify.
So
Yeah,
so you keep it in your wardrobe
yeah,
from another designer.
exactly. And
And when you rent it enough time, you pay the designer?
basically, the way that we work is like we created an application,
Yeah.
and we give the possibility to individuals and brands to
Yeah.
rent out their clothes. So this is a piece of clothes I bought it for me, for myself.
Oh, so you bought it.
Exactly.
It's
And then,
yours.
yeah, exactly. And then I can rent out these kind of
You
pieces.
can if you want to, but you don't
Exactly.
have to if you
At
like
the
it.
moment, if I like to keep these dresses, I keep
Yeah.
it. If I don't use anymore, as
Yeah.
we always explain with
Yeah.
our app,
Yeah.
I can rent it out, and I can make money, and I can be sustainable with my wardrobe, because I can rent for other people for a fraction of the price or a
Right. They
10% of
have
the
to be your
price.
size though.
Exactly. What we specify in the application, it's like a specification of, there is a specific description of the
Yeah.
brand, the
Yeah.
sites, because it's very important. Also, what we put in our application is reviews. So people, they can see the
Say
reviews
if
from
you
the
like.
previous
Yeah.
renter. And this
Yeah.
is very nice, because we are living in a world that everything is based on reviews. If you go
Mm.
in a restaurant, if you go
Yeah.
in a hotel,
Yeah.
so many brands, they use
They're gonna
reviews.
rate the application. They're gonna rate your service, and they're gonna
Exactly.
rate the clothes.
Exactly. Also, for the brands, is
Yeah.
nice, because for
Yeah.
the new designer, what we always try to explain for the new
Yeah.
generation,
Yeah.
Gen Z and millennials,
Yeah.
it's very important based on the customer,
Yeah.
because you need to, as Jeff Bezos say, you need to focus on the customer, because you need to deliver nice services for
Yeah.
other people
Yeah.
and serve in a best way you can possible do for other people.
And
So reviews can help you to improve yourself.
your best critics are like your consultant.
Exactly. What we provide also with our app and collaboration is with personal stylist, because nowadays a lot of people they would like to consider this possibility, talking with a specific personal stylist that can manage their clothes. They can suggest what kind of clothes they can put, the kind of clothes they can wear, because nowadays basically you don't need so much clothes.
Right.
Most of the times we buy a lot of
Too
clothes
much.
and we forget in our wardrobe. That's
Oh.
why we give the possibility to rent out these
The
clothes.
first time you told me about it at Union Square or at Macy's, I don't remember, but I
Yeah.
thought it was just for tuxedo and for wedding gowns.
Exactly.
Why would anybody rent anything else? They
Ex-
just buy it like you did.
exactly. The concept that we started with wedding dresses.
Yeah, because they wear it only one time.
Exactly. Most of the time, you buy a piece of dresses for a wedding party for
Yeah,
$1,000, and
yeah,
then we use once, and then we forget in the
yeah.
wardrobe.
It's the
Instead, why not? You can rent for 10% of the price, and then you give it back. So
yeah,
we help the
yeah,
sustainability concept and
yeah,
sharing economy
yeah.
and circular economy, because this is very important. What we are
Mm-hmm,
seeing now, that in fashion industry, 10% of the global pollution come
mm-hmm.
from fashion sectors.
Oh, that's
And
true. They throw away so much.
exactly, and 190,000 tons of plastic ended up in the ocean every year just from fashion sectors.
Oh,
And what we discovered during our research is that there is a huge problem about pollution. And if we can help brands to reduce at least 5% or 10% of the production,
mm-hmm.
because most of the time brands they have 30% of unsold stock
Yeah,
yearly,
always.
we can help them, and we can help also individuals. They bought so many clothes in their wardrobe and extended dresses life as much as they can. So
And
this is
for
nice.
people who don't have a big wardrobe, it
Exactly.
allows them to wear different things.
Exactly. What we saw is that Gen Z and millennials, they don't maybe have the right budget because they cannot afford a specific brand for $1,000.
Yeah,
Instead, they want to wear for one night or two night, they want just wear Armani
something
dresses
beautiful.
or a specific dress. And with this concept of sharing economy and sustainable concept, they can also wear it but a fraction of the price. So they can rent out. That's why we came out with this idea of renting clothes, because
Yeah.
it's we are living in a sharing economy world. We rent houses, we rent room, we rent bicycle, we rent motor cars, every boats, we rent everything. So starting from this point, why not? We can also rent dresses, and we can be sustainable, smarter, and make fashion accessible for Gen Z and millennials.
About 20 years ago, I met a founder like you, and he had an app where you could loan things. Like if you have a car, you can loan it. If you have a lawnmower, you can
Yeah,
loan it.
yeah,
If you have a camera, you can loan it.
yeah,
And I don't know if he folded because it was not successful, but the idea of reuse items is not new.
exactly.
So right now there is apps where you can post things you can loan.
Yeah, I mean, there are many, most of the times, for example, in Europe,
Yeah.
there are companies that they already do like reselling. So you have
Oh,
something, also you resell.
yeah.
In Dubai also, where I'm living right now, there is an application that you can also resell stuff like a chair or table
Yeah.
or something like a bicycle that
Yeah.
you don't use
Yeah.
anymore. You can rent, you can just resell.
Resell it.
But the
Okay.
problem, I thought about it because the problem is if I educate people, if we try to help people in the term of you need to extend the dresses, or sorry, the life of everything.
Oh,
If
okay.
you just resell, you have the same result of
It's
before.
a problem.
Yeah, if we instead try to extend as much as we can with renting, also could be nice rent a bicycle or rent other stuff, because otherwise we ended up finishing with the same problem like always. So you buy, resell, and then you forget in your storage or you forget in your house,
In your
and
garage.
you don't extend the life
So you
of
want to
this item.
concentrate on clothing.
At the moment, we start with clothing because we see the fashion industry is there is a huge problem about, as we mentioned before, about pollution, but also we see that Gen Z and millennials, they are more used to it. So with this application, they already do resell. There are many brands like Zara. They are trying to return with the items or try to extend the dresses or items life,
Yeah.
and they are already used to it. But
Okay.
it's coming out more and more that application are trying to do this kind of business model. In US, there is a specific application already existing, Rent Runway. It's
Oh,
a huge company.
where you rent stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The problem I see in this company, I like their concept, but they have a huge storage. They have
Too
huge,
big. Too
yeah,
big.
and a fixed cost. I have a company in Italy in a logistic warehouse,
Yeah.
and I know the cost, the huge cost you have behind this kind of managing all the items,
Storage.
all the storage, the fixed cost about
And
all the
warehouse.
managing, clothes and the warehouse. Instead, what we decided is to be more
Let the people keep the item.
exactly, and we can be as a dress up application the largest wardrobe ever without own any single dresses. So we call
Oh,
us the infinite wardrobe.
yeah,
Dress up is the infinite wardrobe because, for example, last week we opened in London
yeah,
because a brand decided to join our app and rent their clothes in their brand in
yeah,
London,
yeah.
and we just opened in one day because just with our app she uploaded dresses and she already available to rent out their dresses because we created a user experience very simple and basic that everyone can use it, and
Yeah.
day one you can start to rent your clothes. Of course, we are building, this is what I want to say, we launched the platform 10 months ago and we
Yeah.
have 500 plus user
Yeah.
and 4 designer and brand between 2 in Dubai, 1 in Milan and 1 in London, and our idea is to be globally.
The designer is renting is
Yeah,
okay.
there are kind of designer and brands. They are doing like they are selling their product. They are doing the production and selling. They are
Yeah.
selling clothes, but
Yeah.
we suggest them why not a previous collection. You can, instead of having unsold stock, you can rent out
They
for
said okay.
10%. They said yes because what we do in our app, we don't charge any fee. So we just do win-win. We take a
Oh,
percentage on each rental,
okay.
and they have a visibility for free in our
For the
app.
brand.
Exactly. As you think about Booking or Airbnb,
Mm.
they do visibility for a specific place or hotel for free. They just take a commission, like a
Mm-hmm.
win-win collaboration, which
Mm-hmm.
is what I like it to do
Mm-hmm.
in business, you know?
Okay, let's say you wear the coat
Yeah.
and you sweat because you
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So before you rent it again, you gotta
Exactly.
remove the sweat.
Exactly. In this way, we put the possibility on the application to charge the cost of cleaning.
Okay.
So the owner of the
The
clothes,
dress,
yeah,
yeah.
is responsible to have nice review to give for the next customer in a good way.
And
And
he
he
cleans it
exactly can put the charge
for the cleaning.
exactly, because let's say you want to do dry cleaning or
Yeah.
specific cleaning,
Yeah.
you can bring directly and you can pay the service, but you can charge on the next client or on the previous client. So on
Okay.
the application, we
So
already set up this kind of features. Yeah.
and what do you think will be the most rented item? A tuxedo like yours, not tuxedo, a vest,
Yeah,
or
I think we started with the woman's collection because
gowns?
we think like wedding dresses is the
Mm,
most useful.
yeah.
As I mentioned before, we just started 10 months ago, so we are
It
trying
could
to
be other
see.
things
But I
too.
think yeah, but I think that could be for a party or for a specific event at the moment. In the future, I think, and I saw. Let's see if it's gonna happen. I see that most of the people they will travel like with just simple backpack or just
Yeah,
simple
they want to
small
travel
luggage.
light.
Yeah, for example, I live in Bali like 4 months last year, and I saw many digital nomad like me doing like business online, and they just bringing like simple stuff and
Just
then renting other
all the
other
rest.
dresses. Could be
But you
something that
can travel with just two jackets,
yeah, with
but
essential
then
stuff.
and then you can rent the rest.
Exactly. If you need, for example, yesterday I was in a big event
Yeah.
to do the showcase about our application, presenting our
Yeah.
app in San Francisco,
It worked.
and it worked quite well. So many Gen Z and millennials they
Yeah.
told me that it was very nice the concept,
Yeah. Yeah.
and step by step we will grow. But the thing is, if I didn't want to bring all these suits, I
Yeah.
just could rent it, and
Yeah.
instead of buy for $1,000, I just can rent for 100, so 10% of the price.
So that's good. So when you came to San Francisco, you came with just one luggage?
Yeah, I mean, in this case, I had to stay 1 month,
Oh,
and
so you
I had
thought
to bring the
two
big
clay.
one.
Oh,
But I hope one day I won't be able to bring all this stuff and just rent the
rent
needs.
the rest.
Yeah, exactly. Because I
Oh,
think for me it's more useful because maybe if you rent for 2 weeks what you need for that kind of weeks, you don't need to bring all this luggage.
yeah.
Most of the time I see also
You
the
just bring underwear that you
yeah,
don't want to rent
yeah.
underwear. But
And also the price they are putting in the for example airplane cost with the luggage. Most of the time you need to pay for extra luggage.
yeah, is that what you did?
Most of the companies now they are putting like a cost for extra luggage that you if you bring more stuff. For
Yeah.
example, in Europe, if you travel
Yeah.
with Ryanair or other brand, you need to pay extra luggage.
Right,
Instead,
right.
for example, I had one of my friend.
Yeah.
He is an entrepreneur in
Yeah.
Italy,
Yeah.
and we went to the festival of cinema in Taormina. It
Right.
was this kind of event. He wasn't prepared for this event, and he
So
has
he
to
had to.
buy dresses for that event that maybe
Oh,
cost $500. And he
yeah.
told me, oh wow, if could exist something like your app before, I could dress just for $50 and the next day give it back.
Oh,
So that's why, and he was in holiday for 1 week, 2 week with his family. So this kind of smart idea, I mean, we didn't invent something crazy. Just renting clothes exists so many years. But in the clever way we put it, it's like something that I think Gen Z and Millennial can appreciate, because it's something like I can contribute with my wardrobe, or I can contribute to the planet just renting instead of buy and keep it, or
okay.
contribute with this fast fashion and all these
In
problems
San
like buying.
Francisco, we have the black and white ball,
Yeah.
and there's a store that sells just black and white items
Okay.
for the evening. So this is people would buy for the ball, the black
Yeah.
and white outfit,
Yeah.
men or women,
Yeah.
and then they're stuck with the very expensive item because they
Yeah.
don't want to go the next year with the same dress, right?
Yeah.
Unless people don't care. But usually you want to change.
Exactly, exactly. The way that we see and we say the dress up infinite wardrobe is the same concept, like every time you wanna wear something new, you can do it at the fraction of the price. And you don't need to hold all these dresses you bought it in your wardrobe. Instead, you have this kind of circular concept that you can allow you to rent anytimes in any way.
Yeah,
And the concept is we just focus on city by city
yeah,
because we want to promote the app. We started from Milan and
yeah,
then Dubai,
yeah.
and then now also we are in London. So we want to go city by city, approximately like 10, 20 kilometers,
Mm-hmm.
to allow people to receive the dress in 30 minutes or
Oh,
20 minutes. This makes you to be green at 100%, because
oh,
if you are close, maybe there
you
are
don't,
close around here, there are like a specific area in San Francisco, maybe there are people, they have 1,000 dresses combined together. And if you open our app, you see around you with the kilometers,
yeah.
because now we have kilometers, so you see around you how many dresses, which dresses you have, at least 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers. You can rent directly and you can swap directly by walking or using Uber or using a specific application to ship the dresses, because the shipping dress most of the time is very huge cost, like the rent runway that we mentioned before. So the concept is be fast and be smart in that way, that if you need a dress last minute because you have a business event, or maybe I make dirty with my jacket or something, I can
Mm-hmm.
change renting in 20 minutes a dress. So
This will take, let's say, one day at least to dry clean it.
yeah, in this case, imagine I make dirty this jacket
Yes,
and I need a
but
new one for
yeah,
this podcast
for
or specific
tomorrow.
another
Yeah,
event. So tomorrow I'm
yeah,
gonna have another event and I cannot go cleaning
with the
and something
same.
like exactly. In the same day, maybe I have a specific event or a specific business meeting. I
You
can
can
rent,
change
maybe I can rent out because I see across 500 sorry,
other
10, yeah.
people's renting.
Exactly, exactly. For 100 meter, like let's say 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, I can see a person which I can rent from another jacket. Okay.
Mm,
So now we are still at the beginning, but my future idea is that we can see in the future around you at least 100 people with something that you need in that time, with based on what you liked about your look, and you can rent out faster. So this is the
yeah, that
concept.
reminds me. I went to Giorgio Armani party,
Wow.
and everybody was wearing Giorgio Armani.
Yeah.
So how can you find so many items from the same designer for one party?
Yeah, I mean, I think the more the application will grow and
The
more
more items will be
user,
available.
yeah, more user will join, and more designer, more brands they will join us. I
Yeah,
mean, now I think brands are not interested in our app because we are still at the beginning.
yeah.
But when you start to become like Airbnb or Booking, maybe they will accept to be sustainable, green, and embrace this kind of circular
Yeah, I
economy.
was the only one not wearing it because I was
Nice.
videotaping.
Oh,
But
nice.
some people like to be in high level parties
Yeah,
and they have to dress really nice.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
so for that, either they buy and they return the next day
exactly.
or they rent.
Exactly. For
Oh,
example, if you think about Venice, there is a Carnival of Venice, a
yeah,
specific
yeah,
event,
yeah,
and people told me, "Oh, wow, could be nice because when I go to visit Venice, that
yeah.
is amazing
It's a
city,
lot of
I
parties.
don't bring dresses for the party. I can rent directly there. So
Oh,
we can also support this kind of
do you have
small shops.
you have the app in Venice?
Our application is already available, but we are collaborating with some brand in Italy now,
Yeah,
but in Milan. But we
yeah.
want to extend also the
To
service
Venice.
of the Venice, Rome, or Florence. Also, we want to expand as we expanded in London. We want to expand also into France. So
Yeah,
it's something that in the main city
because
you can have.
I read more and more weddings are in Venice now,
Exactly.
especially high end,
Yeah.
like superstars and
Yeah. If you see Jeff
celebrity.
Bezos' wedding,
Yeah,
it was like
yeah,
this summer.
and George Clooney and all those.
Yeah.
Those choose Venice because it's like they know they're gonna bring the people who can travel, the
Exactly.
people who can pay for the hotel. So
Exactly.
then invite the very high-end
High hand.
guests.
Exactly.
So when they get there, they should be able to find something to wear if they don't have the right thing.
Exactly, exactly. And the concept is that we see it, as we mentioned before, most of the event, it's like wedding or specific event. Like
Yeah,
if you go to Milano, like La Scala is a
yeah,
theater, big theater, you
yeah.
need a specific dress for
Oh,
a specific dress code.
for the opening and all that.
Exactly. But in future, we didn't set the specific items for specific level.
Yeah,
But at the
people
moment
pick
we
what they
see,
want.
yeah, because people see, oh, if I need to have this kind of specific dress that it costs, let's say $50, instead I'm gonna buy, as you
Yeah,
said before. So
yeah,
for a specific dresses that cost 100 or sorry, $1,000, maybe
yeah.
you would rent, but for something cheaper, maybe you buy directly. Okay.
Okay.
So in that way, we are seeing people they want to rent like expensive items
Yeah,
instead expensive dresses they want to rent instead of buying a specific let's say a t-shirt that instead
yeah,
you can buy for a cheaper price. But in future, I think the people they will go, for example, in holiday, and then they need a specific like sport t-shirt just to go to run because they didn't bring in their luggage in their travel. Maybe they will rent also a t-shirt or a jacket or something that is less cheaper, or it's cheaper instead of a specific expensive items for a
but
specific
if a
event.
dress, let's say, costs a lot of money, like say 5,000,
Yeah.
then you rent 10%, 500?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we suggest to the
A
brand like
percentage
rent
of the
of 10%
price.
of 10%
10%
of the retail price, but they have the possibility, thanks to
to
our app,
reduce it.
to choose what
They
the
want
price
to
they
rent
want.
it
Yeah,
for
yeah. We already put in the application like a specific backend where they can set the
rent for
price.
less.
Yeah, for
Oh,
daily, weekly, and monthly.
okay.
And also they can charge the price of laundry, like cleaning, and
Yeah,
also the postage. So it's
okay.
already set up by themselves.
So it's possible to rent a very expensive item for very little,
Yeah, it's
or
discretionable. So
it's
yeah,
negotiable.
yeah, negotiable. So the
Okay.
brand and also private people they can decide it. We suggest 10% because
Yeah.
doing our research, we see that most of the times the price for renting clothes is
Yeah.
10, 12% for bags and
Okay.
10% for items. Most
Right.
of the times we see also in the market, it's like the negotiable price is like 10% of the real price. So we suggest 10%, but then they can choose 20 or
Yeah.
30%.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's that's 20% maybe for a low cost item, but
yeah, probably.
maybe for a very expensive item, then much lower percent.
Yeah, it depends. As I mentioned before, we just started 10 months ago and
Yeah.
we
You
go we
didn't
went
yeah.
live. So we will see step
You're
by
gonna
step. We will
tweak it.
yeah, we will see, and our focus is to help people to be sustainable, to have nice user experience, and help as much as we can the sustainability concept. So I know many company are trying to be sustainable, but it's not possible to be 100% sustainable. But at
Yeah.
least if we try,
Yeah.
maybe we will get there.
Yeah, did you see the Academy Award where Jane Fonda said she wore the same dress? And that's really like an insult for a superstar. But if your application was available, she wouldn't have to wear the same dress to be
Exactly.
sustainable
Exactly.
because she's trying to promote not
Yeah,
waste. But
exactly.
if she wanted to go all the way to be sustainable,
Yeah,
she would rent that old dress and rent
exactly.
a new style dress.
Yeah, and what I see, most of the friends I have in Dubai or Milan, they
Yeah,
told me, girls mostly,
yeah,
they said, "Oh, you don't know how many dresses I have in my wardrobe
yeah.
with the steel tag on
Oh,
it."
the tag on?
So many girls and friends.
That's my daughter. She
Yeah,
keeps the tag on.
yeah, but also my friend, like, man, they say, oh man, I use like a jacket or a suit for one day or twice, once or twice, and then I forgot completely my wardrobe. This
Oh,
and many time happens, and I talk with thousand and thousand people, they
They
told
try
me
to
that.
resell it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just forget in the wardrobe, or some of them they use some application to resell, but it's the
Mm,
same concept. So as I mentioned before, people they will buy it secondhand and they probably will forget in the wardrobe.
right.
Instead, if we try to educate people or share with the people that they have a possibility to transform
Uh,
their wardrobe,
uh-huh.
our wardrobe into assets, is a new way of extend the dresses life
Yeah, and
properly.
income producing
Exactly.
activity
Infinite time until the textile will be
will
alive.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
Well,
most of the textile are able to stay alive. Like I used dresses since 7 years,
yeah,
and
if it's good
people told me,
quality.
yeah. And most of that kind of dresses are maybe used once or twice. I told you. So it's like new. It's kind of new pieces that you never wear it or wear it once or twice. So
Hmm.
as much as we can extend the dresses life, I will never stop to repeat that. As much as we can extend the dresses life, we can be sustainable.
Hmm.
So the concept is we need to try at least to be
Hmm.
sustainable, starting from our wardrobe as
Hmm.
individuals, and
Hmm.
the brand starting from their unsold stock.
Wow. So you started this 10 months ago, you said?
The company started in 2023, July, in Milan.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and 1 year later, we've been selected. We've been selected in Five Dubai, is an incubator that
Mm.
select us as a new kind of fashion tech application. And since last year, we launched the application live properly 10 months ago.
And who
And
funded the application?
I'm the small angel investor, so I bootstrap everything at the
Oh,
beginning.
you did.
Yeah, and now we are doing the fundraising,
Oh,
and we have a couple of angel investor, and we are almost closing
maybe
the
Airbnb
first.
can give someone.
Let's see. I mean, we are in San Francisco to see to discover new kind of possibility and connection. We got selected by Innovit, is an
Yeah.
Italian innovation program
Oh,
in
really?
San Francisco. That's why I came here,
Yeah.
and we had this possibility to connect with so
They
many
said
mentors.
they like it.
Yeah, I really suggest Innovit because it's an amazing place to connect with mentors
Yeah.
from so many big tech company like
Yeah.
Apple, Google, Microsoft. It was a very nice experience,
Yeah.
and for us because we grow a lot, like knowing the San Francisco mentality because it's like Dubai mentality.
Mm.
So here people help each other. In Dubai also people help each other.
Really?
At least we try to help each is my also mentality. I like to do win-win people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't ask anything back. I just want to collaborate with people for free. I like to share the value or my experience and
Yeah.
learning from other
Of
people.
course. Yeah.
And this is the best way to grow up. Even if we are from different country for different nationality,
Yeah.
this is my point of view. People they need to help the other people and other business, and only like that we can grow together and we
Yeah.
can grow the economy and we can reduce this kind of risk of failure because once you meet when you meet someone and they have
Yeah.
more experience, more knowledge,
Yeah.
you can just learn from them, maybe for free, just in a coffee talk.
Yeah.
And this is something that I will like also Europe will act in that way because most of the time I'm so sad that in Italy we don't have this kind of mentality. And that's
Mm.
why this kind of mentality I learned from Dubai, living there. And I hope one day also Europe will do something like that to increase all together between Middle East, US, and Europe to grow up as a new generation, Gen Z and Millennial. They really need it. This.
Yeah, you're a very enthusiastic person.
Thank you.
You have a
Thank
lot
you,
of
Aline.
energy.
Thank you.
So when you came to America, were you disappointed or you happy you came? Was it a good experience so far?
Actually, it was my first time US,
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm asking.
yeah,
What's your first
uh,
impression?
for my perspective is I was just almost used to it, like with this mentality as I mentioned before,
Yeah.
because I saw it the same mentality in Dubai,
Oh,
and I had this kind of help from Innovate Hub, so
yeah.
I didn't feel alone when I came
Yeah.
here.
Oh, that's good.
And this is nice because I think when you go in a new country
Yeah.
alone,
Yeah.
is like you feel like I don't know how to say.
Dépaysé, like
Yeah,
you feel.
yeah, you feel alone
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah.
And if you have like kind of innovation hub or a specific place where you can surround by people, they
They want
are
you can talk
innovator.
to.
Yeah, you can have the same vision, like that you want to create something good for the future generation. It's something that you don't feel alone, and it was something that very helpful. That's why thanks to Innovate and another
Innovate is
program.
someone you met for an hour
Yeah,
or
exactly.
more?
Now we became alumni of Innovate because they select us.
Alumni.
Yeah,
Okay.
alumni. We got selected as one of the 13 startup from Italy, Italian
Oh,
government, because the company is still in Milan, and
oh,
because we have two entities, Milan Dress Up SRL
yeah.
and Dress Up LLC in Dubai. That's
Mm.
why they select us and they give a chance
I
to
guess
us.
the Italian government give money for tech in San
Yeah,
Francisco.
yeah,
The
they have
consul
this
has
this kind of collaboration between governments and embassy. We had also the opportunity to meet the embassy, to go in the embassy place and
yeah,
visit the ambassador of Italy in San Francisco.
yeah.
So it was a nice experience because it's not easy. It's something very difficult to do in Italy, and if
Mm,
you can do thanks to this innovation hub, Innovate,
yeah.
it's very nice. And we came also for Step San Francisco. It's another event which I was yesterday, and I met so many people like Gen Z and millennials that I interviewed them. Meanwhile, we were doing the showcase, and it was very nice because I saw as I told you, the future mentality, like the innovator perspective from tech person, from AI, because we didn't implement AI at the moment in our
Not
app,
yet, yeah.
but we want to see if our customer want AI inside the application.
Okay.
Maybe with the style try on, virtual try on, or something like that, that can reduce the risk of sites, as you said before.
Yeah.
So it was a nice event, and it was a nice opportunity also to have two reasons to come here in San Francisco. Thanks to Step San Francisco.
Yeah, I met, I think I saw the Consul of Italy at the um, uh, how do you call it, art exhibit
Wow,
in a
nice,
hotel.
nice.
And so that mean he goes to all the events where Italian are showing,
Yeah,
that's his job.
yeah, nice.
But that's where you can meet other Italian maybe.
You mentioned the art event.
Yeah,
Actually, I want to talk about my business partner because our CEO in Italy is
yeah.
Sara Zambon,
Sorry.
and our vice president Andrea Raimondi, and they have an art company.
Mm.
So
They sell art?
they collaborate with artists, and what I love about them when I propose to collaborate with me is the value they have, the perspective about helping people, and they collaborate with so amazing talent from Italy in art
Mm-hmm.
sector. Sarah also has a background in fashion. That's why I would like to be her like our CEO in Italy.
Consultant,
Yeah, no, but
consultant.
also I decided to her that could be our CEO in Italy. So
Oh,
I love to empower women because I think now it's nice to have this kind of perspective
yeah.
because we need to empower women and men to try and fail, and become entrepreneur and help
Mm.
as much as they can. And they are also in art sector. And what I loved about them, that Andrea and Sara, our co-founder in Dress Up, is that they are very passionate about what they do and about the mission, the artist they have, and have a contribute for the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, from my perspective,
They
like
can have a rent art too. I mean, no, not
maybe in
really,
future,
not really.
the thing I want to mention is that I think we are here for a reason. So we can contribute in any kind of sector.
Yeah,
As a person, we can have a contribute. We can do something for the future
yeah.
generation.
Oh,
I like to live with this sentence, like we need to live a world like better than we found it.
oh yeah, that's what
And
every
exactly.
older person say. Yes.
In any sector, like which is fashion, tech, AI, or at least you are doing something good for the people, and you are making a better world. From my perspective, is something that it's very valuable, and that's why I choose them for my co-founder in Italy, and
So
is
your
what I love.
background was in fashion for you?
You mean my background? My
Yeah.
background,
Are you in?
I was a football player, soccer.
Oh, so that's not fashion.
Totally, but then I moved to when I stopped to my career because for an injury, I went to do modeling. And
Ah,
meanwhile, I was doing modeling like part-time, let's say. I
really?
was working with the TV
And
in
you had
Italy.
to wear nice clothes
Exactly, exactly. And in that sector, I saw like a runway or some place that you see fashion so
all
much.
the time.
Yeah, and you see the situation. Meanwhile, I was entrepreneur. I started a company when I was 22, and I saw in fashion sector that most of the time there is this kind of too much. They use a lot about dresses, but they use it just once or twice, as we repeat so many times. So many expensive dresses used once or twice and then forget in
That's
the
right.
wardrobe.
Yeah.
And that could be, for example, I give you an example. Could be nice, maybe if you are a fan of a specific influencer or a specific actor, rent their dresses. So
Yeah.
could be nice, and we want to increase also this kind of.
Also, women, they have nice clothes, but as they grow older, they gain size. Like I gain weight and I gain size, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I cannot wear my old pretty clothes anymore.
Exactly.
So I need either to donate them or
Exactly.
rent them.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
because your size change as you grow older.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
is that true?
Exactly. Exactly. So most of the times you have
You
different
keep
size in
it
different
because you
age.
like it, but
Yeah.
doesn't fit you anymore.
Exactly. Maybe you become mom or you have
Yeah,
kids
yeah,
and
and
you
then
change.
you gain weight.
Yeah, and maybe someone else. Also, we have the connection with the guy in London. He loved our project,
Yeah.
and he said, "Why we can do this for kids? Because most of the time kids they use dresses for 8 months,
And then they
and they
grow.
grow. So we can use and reuse these kind of dresses renting for other
Oh yeah,
people.
we have to donate them after a
Also,
year.
we can also implement this kind of functionality. At least we extend the dress's life, as I told you before. It's something that could be valuable for sustainability and making fashion smarter and accessible for the next generation.
Yeah, for kids it's a little bit more difficult because after a year they tear them up, they
Yeah,
put tomato sauce on it.
exactly,
It's
exactly,
not the same as
exactly,
well-behaved adults, right?
exactly, exactly.
So it's a different unless the kid doesn't really unless it's a really nice piece
Absolutely,
that he doesn't wear every day. But
absolutely.
anyway, that's another story, and that's something else you want to look into maybe later.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. And yeah, why not rent also uh, dog outfits? But right now, you're going to start with men and women.
Yeah,
I noticed in department store like Macy's, when they have an item that's popular, they sell mostly size 5, 7, 8, and then the largest size stay on the rack because there's not as many people that are super
yeah,
big.
yeah.
So what do we do with all these sizes that
As I mentioned before, we didn't set a limit for size,
oh
for I mean gender. I mean, we treat as a general and uh, every kind of brand they have different size or different kind of style.
yeah,
We are
but
open to it.
probably a designer will not make the big size because he know he's not gonna sell them
We will
unless
see. We will
we
see. We
will
will
see.
see.
But in some countries, they probably will sell. It depends.
Probably. Yeah, yeah. As we said
So you're
before, we'll
in
see step by
three
step.
cities now.
Yeah, at the moment we launch in Italy.
Yeah,
Then we, as I mentioned before, in Dubai,
yeah,
we have two brands,
yeah,
and they put their unsold stock and the previous collection. And London, there is a nice girl. She's these two brands are exactly. I want to mention that Anaya collection is
yeah,
from Dubai Design District.
yeah.
She put their unsold collection, like previous
Why
collection.
don't you show your app
Oh
before I
yeah.
forget?
Ah,
Before I
okay.
forget.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
So it's
I
a
didn't want to use the phone during our
no,
podcast,
no,
but
no,
yeah.
just to show the design of the
Yeah, yeah,
app.
yeah. I mean,
It's a
it's. I don't
red
know if you
and
see, but it's like a normal marketplace
yeah.
where you
But
can see
no, no, no.
exactly.
The logo. The
Ah, yeah.
logo is
Pardon.
red and white.
It's this kind of like pink.
Oh, it's pink and white.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, and you can go on App Store and type dress up.
Exactly. Now because there are so many games with the same name, Dress Up, we just put Dress Up Store. So if you
Ah,
go in Dress Up store in iOS, you can find out.
and
The thing is,
are you in both iOS and
Android,
okay?
but I please ask to the people to reach out in our DM in Instagram that we have
Okay.
the account
Yeah.
dressupstore.world. This
Oh,
is
it's a
Instagram account,
world.
yes.
Okay.
And also in LinkedIn we have Dress Up with the space in the middle, dress and up.
Oh.
And please reach me out, and I will
Oh,
be
you
happy
have a
to.
group on LinkedIn.
We have a page specifically,
Oh, it's
and what we are giving now is like a free consultation. So
oh,
people they can see they can go, they can search our website app.dressupstore.et
yeah,
slash
yeah.
en if you need in English. And what we are doing now is like 30 minutes of free consultation with our personal stylist. We
Ah,
have two different personal stylists,
yeah.
and we are giving for free after filling a form of some question that we are asking to the people if they're used to rent out the clothes or if they will rent from other people from other brands specific dresses for a specific event. So after that form, with type form, they can receive or they can win a specific 30 minutes of a consultation with our personal
So they
stylist.
can go on the app and say, I want a short dress or I want a long dress.
In the application, you will see just like a normal marketplace
Yeah.
because we combine the user experience of a marketplace, let's say like Airbnb for renting house, it's the same for renting clothes, and the user experience like social media. So people they can scroll like a homepage and see the post daily of the people, and then they can select that they can follow people, they can message with the brand. So it's like a user experience
Or
like
they can
social media
talk
and
to the
marketplace.
renter.
Exactly.
They can talk to the renter.
Exactly. What we call it like lender, the owner of the dresses, and the renter, the people they want to rent. So we
Right.
have two
They
specific.
can have a dialogue first.
Exactly, because it's important for us the communication. In a digital world we are living, it's important humanize people still and be connected each other.
So they can deliver by Uber? No,
Also, we suggest in Dubai we have a specific platform, but also Uber or there are like Deliveroo, Glovo, or there
oh,
is
there's
like
delivery
Porter or
services.
Karim also in Dubai. There are different. I give you an example. I rent for one of my friend. He came in Dubai for a specific yacht party event,
Yeah,
wedding.
he needed
He
something.
needed something. Instead of go to the mall, and who went to the people went to that went to Dubai, they see the mall. It's the mall in Dubai is so big. So he told me I don't have time to go to the mall, investing money and spend $300 for a specific dress that I use once.
Okay.
So I rent my clothes for him at $30, and I ship directly from my house to his home for my B&B to his
And
home.
he was your
In
size?
30 minutes, it was perfect size.
It was.
And for $5, I shipped directly to him. In 30 minutes, he received the dresses, boom, and we went to the party.
Oh.
Yeah, was like last year. It was amazing.
You applied your own
Yeah,
idea to yourself.
exactly. Basically, yeah, it worked because then he used the dress. Also, I have the photos of last year, and it was perfect size for a boat party, for a wedding party. Yeah, it was nice, and we did the test. Actually worked, and he left me reviews like it was nice dresses
Oh.
on my.
Oh,
It was
there's
for joke,
reviews.
but
That's true. There's reviews.
yeah. It was nice experience, and we did this test, by the way, with the shipping. It was just with $5
Yeah.
the shipment, and it was like from my home to door. So from my home to his door, he's receiving 30 minutes. The in 27 kilometers, he received the dress at the door.
And what's your current brand that you have a deal with now?
Yeah, at the moment we have, as I mentioned before, we have Anaya collection. It's a nice
Anaya.
brand from Dubai Design District,
I see.
and we have Mustadam from London also.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a specific designer called Magno Montero. He is in Dubai. He's actually also
Italian?
He's from Spain.
Oh, Spain.
And what we like about also our brand Mustadam in London, she started 1 week ago. She uploaded her dresses, and what she fell in love with our application. But what she does is that she just produced 10 pieces instead of produce 100 pieces, and she rent that pieces. So she create her brand around renting clothes. So it's amazing that she already starting. A lot of designers they are starting to do this kind of concept because it's intelligent. Do like that. Instead of produce 100 pieces and then keep the 30% unsold stock, I produce less and I rent more. So this is the kind of concept. What I want to specify is that people, of course, they will always buy. But if we just can reduce at least 5% or 10% of the production, it's amazing. And in this kind of concept, if people they understand that the new generation is gonna be more and more sharing economy, as we see, it's gonna be easy to have an infinite wardrobe with dress up, as we mentioned before. And this is something. Hopefully, we will try to get that point and achieve that goals to help the fashion sector and Gen Z and millennials.
Are big names open to that?
At the moment, no, because
it's the very expensive items.
I don't know. At the moment, we see brand like
you don't try.
We as I mentioned before, we just started, but
okay.
we are connect with some
Big names?
person, but I don't wanna push a lot, and I wanna push more and more. I just wanna prove that
Start
this
start
kind of
with
exactly.
yeah, start with name brand a little bit.
Exactly. I want to help the small shops. For example, our strategy now is to help small shops that are facing the problem about having new
Too
customer.
much, yeah.
Because, for example, if you go in Milan and you open a dress up and you see around you 10, 20 kilometers, the dresses they are in our application. So they have visibility in our app. So there are
Okay.
little store, reseller or store. They are in the
They
physical
they
store
can
have visibility.
participate.
Yeah, they can have a visibility for free because now the problem of the store, they pay the person that came change the window at
Mm-hmm.
the store
Mm-hmm.
storefront in the physical store. So instead, they could have a possible new customer because if one person rent dresses and go physically in that shops, then maybe can rent that specific dresses, but also they can buy a new stuff. So we can help a small store or brand,
Businesses
yeah, to have a specific renting one clothes, but also they can have cross
look at
sell
other
or
things.
upsell in the
Yeah.
same moment the person go to try
Oh,
the
yeah.
dresses.
Yeah.
That's why we give free visibility and we can increase also the profit of the small store. And
Mm-hmm.
then in the future we have a concept to help the big brand to say, okay, we are growing as a startup, but we are going with our, let's say, 100,000 customer or users or 1 million user, let's say, and they say, oh wow, nice. Why not? We try at least 10% of our unsold stock. We put in in our dress up app. Let's see. I have this vision.
But
We will try
that's
to
you need the reps a representative to go see all
exactly.
these stores.
Exactly. Step by step, we will connect with them, and we will try. As I always say, I don't like to do the war and compete with this kind of brand or situation that we see. I like to collaborate with people. I like to create partnership, and I think real connection, true connection, it takes time to build it. So it
Yeah.
takes time, it takes credibility. You need to show that you have results, you have loyal customer, or you have loyal community, because
Uh-huh.
nowadays it's based everything in communities. Every business in the future more and more, because now with the AI is everything automated, everything is on the AI tools and all this kind of technology will be more and more with human connection, with
Oh.
connection between communities. And if you
Mm-hmm.
are able to create a strong community, you can have a long run and future with your company. This is my point of view.
Yeah. You need also probably capital to hire all these
Exactly.
salespeople.
Exactly. I think because we decided at the
Or
beginning
first
to
outreach to the consumer.
exactly, exactly. But I think if you focus on nice product and deliver a nice services for customer service, be on you on the side of the customer, customer will talk for you. So as you see the story of Amazon or other company, the word of mouth is the best advertising people can do. I worked with a multinational company years ago. They were made it like $1 billion. And what I learned that if you feel good with the product or services,
You're
it's
gonna
very
tell
clear.
friends.
I will share. If I can
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah.
it's amazing. I feel
Mm.
good with me with the service I'm using. Of course, I'm gonna share with my mom or with my friends or people that I know, because if it's something that is good, of course I share with people.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Of
so
course.
that's why we focus on the product and service as much as we can.
Yeah, and because you have been in sports, you have a very sport-minded
Team
team,
building, team
team
building,
person.
win-win, because it's important. Everything like I think to be a good leader, you need to show
And
to your team that you are there for them, that
yeah,
you can give 100%, 1000% of yourself to them, even if with your team, even with your customer. I think this is the focus and the one thing that you have to focus on. The goal is
yeah,
that.
and also when you're enthusiastic,
Yeah.
it pass on to the next
Exactly,
person, right?
exactly. It's not always a 100% journey. You can live up and downs in your life, and I lived a lot of bad and I suffer a lot in my life, and that's why I try to give the support to my team and give the support to our customer, our users, because as much as you can do, I believe in karma. Everything come back, not because you expect that you receive it
But
back,
it
but
will.
because you
It's
you
a
do.
law. It's a
Yeah,
law.
yeah. With heart, you don't need to do because you expect something in return. You know, if you do it
So
with heart and you can have as much as you can, you receive back. Some people they will not understand, but doesn't care. You do because you feel inside you want to do.
wow. What a good way to end the interview.
Yeah.
And also, I want to thank you that the next guest will be a friend of
Oh,
yours.
yes, absolutely. It's
So,
amazing artist.
so you also are sharing your friends with the TV show.
Exactly, exactly. You
So,
see,
but
I share the experience with my friend because I felt good this kind of opportunity. So
okay, you
sharing word of
shared it.
mouth.
Yeah, that's good. This way you get exposure and he gets exposure.
Exactly, exactly.
And he's the same city as you?
Yeah, he live in Dubai and he's amazing artist and
Yeah.
I think he deserve it because when I see something truly valuable and there is where there is value, I try
Oh
to
yeah, I
show
saw his
people.
website. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing artist. He's
It's
amazing artist.
like high end.
Yeah, yeah, it's like if you say Leonardo da Vinci or Raffaello, same artist. I think
Same
he's yeah,
quality.
same quality. He's amazing. He's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you met him how at school?
We met through other connection. That's
Yeah.
why we believe in connecting people, and you never know the people behind other people. So
Oh,
I work in, let's say, PR since many years, and when
yeah.
I discover, also thanks to my family, that you never know the people you can meet and the circle of the people behind that person, and
Oh,
you never know which people you have in
so that's
front, and
good.
you need to
Thank
be
you
open.
for referring him.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Aline. Is
So this was Nicolo Clerico from Italy, but
yes,
now living in Dubai.
yes.
And he has been an amazing guest. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you to you, Aline.
And his new startup, his new app is Dress Up, where you can um, rent a
Yeah,
piece of clothing that maybe you
exactly,
cannot afford, but you can rent
exactly.
it for one day.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
that's the idea. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Aline. Thank you so much. Stop it.
Yeah. Stream, press stream. Oh.